Yeah, it's filming.
Okay. I'm going to talk about recovery this week. Okay. Last week we had a green week. Okay. Everything was really good last week with the green week. Okay. This week you weren't happy with, the 2 of the days, Tuesday and Thursday. You're yellow. So as time starts progressing along, okay, you guys are finding out that the body's starting to wear down. Okay, but you feel good about yourself. Okay, so your sleep's starting to go down a little bit. Right? You're not eating the right enough food. Okay, so what's coming to the fact is you've got a good green week and then you have the 2 yellow days. Okay, so it's all starting to come together. That the recovery that you guys are doing, okay, is not going off right now. Okay, so that has some point of it. Okay, you think you're working hard, but your body's not going as hard as it can because you're not getting the proper nutrition in. Okay, just want to start that off. You guys got to think about the amount of work that you guys are putting in a week. Okay, so you got practice. You're at practice for 2 to 3 hours in the summer. Okay, on your own, pick up ball, playing volleyball. Okay, playing a little bit of softball, tennis. Okay, you got to think about that. Also, in the weight room wise, you guys got 4 to 5 hours in here a week. Okay, you got to think about that. So you got to think about all the food that you have to take in. Okay, during that time, and the amount of sleep that you get for that time. Okay. As college students with you guys, okay, you guys are probably actually, if you're doing, a good amount of sleep, you should be getting 8 hours of sleep. Okay, that's the biggest thing. Now, for an Olympic athlete, okay, think about them. They're getting 12 to 14 hours of sleep because all they're doing is training. Okay, so they're going to get their 8 hours a night, and then during the day they're going to get napping like a normal college student, but they're an Olympic athlete. Okay, so you got to think about that. They're getting 12 to 14 hours of sleep. Okay, you guys are probably getting 6 to 8. Hopefully. If you're not, you need to improve on that. Okay, so a minimum of 8 hours of sleep. Okay. Okay. On nutrition. Okay, so that's on sleep. A little bit on nutrition here. Okay, make sure that we're eating breakfast every day. All right. I know we're doing a good job when we come in here and we're bringing our breakfast in. Okay? Now, on the weekends, we can't see you. We can't force you to eat your breakfast. Okay? But keep it up. Because if you're not eating breakfast on the weekend, okay, you've just taken everything away that you've done with doing the whole week. Okay? It's the most important meal of the day. Make sure you're doing that. Protein-wise, okay, you guys probably don't chart your protein and how much you're taking in, but you should have 1 gram of protein per body pound. Okay? So, what's that?
Every day.
Every day.
So like 150.
Correct.
Grams.
150 grams.
Of protein a day.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
For you folks.
Yeah, so it's a lot. So if you get to the point of, you can't figure out how you're going to jot it down or something like that, just jot down yourself to say, okay, I had this for a protein shake. Just look at the nutrition label and say, okay, this is the amount of calories or amount of grams that it has in it, and then jot it down. Okay. Also, if you can get a multivitamin, try to take a multivitamin if you can. Okay, just go to Walmart or Walgreens or something and try to get a multivitamin one every day. For a recovery meal, so like I said, like the breakfast, you're taking it 30 minutes before your workout. Okay, if you guys go to practice, make sure you get a snack in. If you're granola bar, something like that, 30 minutes prior to practice. Okay, that's the biggest thing. Then if you have something in the afternoon, make sure you have a snack in the afternoon. Okay, 4 to 5 meals, 6 meals a day isn't going to hurt you at all. Okay, just make sure that you're taking in something. Okay. Some bad foods to stay away from. You guys probably already know. The fast food isn't going to help you guys at all. Okay, yeah, it's nice to go to McDonald's and it's nice to go to Wendy's and spend about 5 minutes there. Okay, sit down, have a burger, but then when you come to training the next day, you're not going to feel too good about it. Okay, it's not going to help you in any way. One hamburger, you're looking at 600-700 grams of, or 600 to 700 calories. Okay, so you got to think about that when you're putting in your body with about 40 to 50 grams of fat. Okay, so that adds up. Next topic. So I have sleep, nutrition. Okay, next one is hydration. Okay, so 1 pint of water lost in your body equals 1 pound of body weight. Okay, so water-wise, what I want you guys taking in is 8 8-ounce glasses of water a day if possible. Or if you have a gallon jug that you finished up with milk or something, rinse that out, clean it real well, and then put water in it. Or get a gallon jug of water. That's the other thing you can do. Okay? If you want to carry that around, carry it around. I know it's a lot, but if you can do that. So, another stat on the hydration part. As much as 2% of water loss in the body can result in a 19% decrease in performance. So if you think drinking water doesn't have any effect on your performance, it does. Okay? So 2% water loss in the body can result in 19% decrease in performance. Okay? Remember that. So water is important. Life balance and relationships. Okay, for the last topic here. Socializing with friends, great thing to do. Okay? Make sure that you're not just sitting home, laying on the couch, sleeping all the time. Okay, I know sleep's good, but you need to get active and walk around, do stuff, hang out with friends. Okay? Now, when it comes to socializing, I don't mean going out at 11, 12 o'clock at night and going to bars next to your house. Okay? I know that as college students, it's hard for us to tell you, you can't go to the bars or nothing. We can't force that upon you. But for a recovery standpoint of it, it's the best thing that's going to help you out. All right. You guys will get a packet of this, okay? On this sheet, they're in your books, okay? But we're giving you an extra sheet. On this, you have rate your recovery for the week, okay? So you have sleep, 4 total points possible per day. So I'm going to kind of break it down here. So 1 point equals less than 8 hours of sleep per night. Okay? 2 points equals 8 hours of sleep per night. 3 points equals more than 8 hours of sleep per night. Okay? And then you put your points down for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then total it up. Okay? So when you total it up for sleep, you've got nutrition, you've got hydration, your physical fitness, your life balance, relationships, and then work intensity. Okay? So, after you get done totaling those all up, you go to the bottom and total up at the bottom. If you have a negative number, okay, your recovery is not very good. Then you probably should think about, changing some things in your daily living. Okay? So, I just want to make sure that you guys are getting that. You're realizing how much recovery, or how big it is to your fitness level. Okay? A couple things. Another topic on recovery, on the massage. So when you guys come in the morning, okay, you guys will come in here, you'll eat your breakfast, and we'll just sit there and eat breakfast. If you guys feel like you have any knots or anything, okay, in your legs, quads, anything like that, come in here, take a massage stick, take a foam roller, and roll it out, okay, so you feel good about it. Because if you have a knot, if you think about taking a rubber band and you tie a knot in that rubber band, the length of that rubber band isn't the maximized length that you can actually have a rubber band at. So if you take the knot out and you stretch it this way, it's going to stretch this far. You put a knot in, it's only going to go about this far. It's the same with your muscle. Okay? So if we don't roll that knot out with that muscle, okay, that knot's going to stay there, so then it's going to compensate to something else, okay, which will lead to an injury on the other side. Okay? So you might have a knot here, and then it goes up to the hip, and then you have an injury in the hip instead of the hamstring. So it's going to compensate and take, and move to a different muscle group. Okay, so think about that. What I want to go to next, okay, on the functional movement screen, you guys are probably asking a lot of questions. Why are we doing this? Why can't we just stay with the stick, on the straps and, the foam rollers? Okay, the biggest thing I want to tell you guys about on this, okay, I just want to show you guys some statistics. There's a couple studies done on it. Out of 47 student athletes, the functional movement screen was tested pre-season. Okay? Injury defined by being on injury reserve. So the people that didn't do it or that got injured, they were put on injury reserve. If they scored, so the functional movement is based on a scoring system. So as low as 0 to 21. Okay? If you go to 14 on it or below, okay, you're high risk for an injury. Okay? So I'm talking rotator cuff, ACL, MCL, meniscus. Okay? So if you get a 14 or below, it's not good. Alright? So you got the score 14 below, they were found to be 11 times more likely to be injured. Okay? So 11 times more likely to be injured. People that scored 14 or below, 47 athletes. Okay? Another study was done. You had 433 incoming student athletes, so you're incoming freshmen. Okay? Functional movement was done on them. Okay? So, what they did is they tested their flexibility strength, took the functional movement scores through the training program. Okay? The program reduced time lost due to injury by 62%. Okay? So, everybody that took the test and scored on it, and then they did all the flexibility and all the corrective exercises that we've done, it improved them by 62% before becoming injured. Okay? And the number of injuries by 42% over a 12-month period. So 40% of those people weren't injured at the end of the day. Okay? So, a couple facts on it. You're probably wondering, how accurate is it? Okay, it's like 89.5% accurate. So those numbers are 89% accurate. So it's 100, but it's pretty close to 100. Okay? If you're a heavier athlete, okay, your score is always going to be lower. If you're a taller athlete, your score is always going to be lower. Okay? So you got to take that into effect. So just because of the range of motion and everything. So I'm telling you, the functional movement is very important. Okay? If you have any other questions, you want to have more exercises with it, come ask Coach Tracy and myself, Coach Vogel, Coach Smirloff. Because I've got 200 exercises that we can do. If you think that these are the only ones that we'll do, the next 4 to 5 weeks that we're training, we'll have new ones that we bring in for you guys. Okay? And there's another 200 out there that I can bring in if you guys want to ask questions about. Okay? Any questions? Good.
Guys, it's all encompassing all the time, okay? Whatever you do, it really makes a difference with what you do in terms of your performance. So it's an all-the-time thing being a student athlete. I know you guys got a lot of angles going on, all right? But you've got to find a way to make every angle count for you, make every angle beneficial for you so that when you come in here, you're maximizing your potential because at the end of the day, we all want to win, right? That's the goal, right? That's why you're here. You want to win. You want to get better. You want to be improving, okay? That's why we put the opportunities to get better up on the board. How many opportunities do you guys have left? And I hope you guys understand that when you walk out of here and you're out of our control, that what you do nutritionally, sleep-wise, hydration-wise, functional movement screen, all that